Meet Sharon. She says she wants to be a content creator, but consistency's been missing. Not this year. Last year, she said she'd post consistently, eat clean, and save money, and then did absolutely none of that.
Not too much on your girl. Not too much. Okay? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sharon, and let's really get into the nitty-gritty of this reinvention that we said we were going to do last year but didn't do. Like, oh boy, just clocked me in the beginning of this video. Let's talk about how we're constantly saying that we're going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. A whole lot of nothing, a whole lot of empty words. But this year we said we're going to change that up, and honestly I'm feeling like 2026 is going to be my year of being consistent, okay, of setting boundaries, okay, and on actually remembering what I said I was going to do in the beginning of the year. And that's on everything, okay? Clock. First, I want to start off with consistency. Everybody says this in the beginning of the year, and I hate to use that as an excuse, but this is what I'm going to say, okay? Let's start off with consistency, because motivation, she's kind of unreliable. She clocks in when she feels like it, okay? But we need consistency all 2026, okay? A lot of the goals that couldn't get accomplished last year was because you lacked that consistency. Motivation can only get you so far for that consistency, okay? I told myself that I was gonna get a six-pack before summer 2025. Honey, it didn't happen, but it's cool. I used to think consistency meant doing everything perfectly every single day, and when it wasn't perfect every day, I would be like, well, gotta quit. But consistency isn't perfection, okay? It's returning. Every time you see or find yourself doing something outside of what you said you would do, like, I'm gonna go to the gym, and then you didn't go today. It's also returning tomorrow and saying, shoot, because I missed today, I'm not gonna quit. I'm actually gonna continue, and I'm gonna get that body T. 2026, we're doing it tired, we're doing it unmotivated, we're doing it hungry, okay? That diet, that fast you gotta do to lose that pound, you need to clock in, sister, because next year, if you're in the same position that you were last or this year, it's just gonna be embarrassing, because it's like, where's the growth? Where is the consistency? Nowhere to be found. That's why there's no growth. You feel me? Because the version of me that I want, she's not gonna ghost her goals, okay? She's gonna attack. Play defense. Be serious. Honestly, I had to get real with myself and ask, why am I scrolling and not creating? Why am I procrastinating instead of starting? And why do I quit when it gets uncomfortable? That's when the growth starts to happen. When you're actually acknowledging that there are different elements that you're missing and not following through on, then you're like, oh, maybe this is something that I struggle with, and then the change actually starts to happen. All that scrolling you're doing, if you're someone that says that, hey, this year I'm gonna get into my content creation, all that scrolling, like I just said, could be you creating new videos and new ideas, and you could be influencer of the year or something, girl. But I feel like if you're wasting so much time on the things that don't matter, because you doom scrolling until 2 a.m. in the morning, and then you get that, are you scrolling? Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's how you know you really need to get it together, because you're just wasting time, and a year from now, you doom scrolling is not gonna matter. You know what is gonna matter? You not being that content creator that you said you were gonna be. You're not posting consistently on YouTube. That goes for me too. I honestly, not too much, but this is the year that we're gonna redo it. We're gonna recreate it. When you're saying, I'm gonna start tomorrow, no, you should be starting today, okay? And that's the part of breaking the bad habits of procrastination and all that stuff. You need to start today, because let me tell you something. There's gonna be a time when you can't start tomorrow, God forbid, but it's true. Everybody has their date where God's gonna come get them. Not to be so dark, but it's honestly true, and you never know what tomorrow entails. So I think it's really important for people to actually lock in when it comes to setting your goals and the things that you said you were gonna accomplish, and to actually do it. Because saying tomorrow I'm gonna go to the gym is just making it more difficult for you to be consistent the day after tomorrow. You get me? You get me? Setting boundaries. Yeah, if you don't know me personally, just know I don't play about that boundary, okay? I think it's really important to set boundaries with every element of your life. If you're somebody that does content and puts things out on the internet, that's very important to set boundaries with your audience, with your family, with your friends. And it doesn't even have to be a harsh boundary. I think even setting a boundary with yourself is also really important, because it doesn't mean like it's harsh or like you're not like actively like wanting to be around somebody, but it's just like protecting yourself and making sure that at the end of the day, you're good. Let's talk boundaries, because growth will cost you access. We don't play about that, honey. Okay? But I'm setting boundaries with people and distractions, and honestly with my own excuses, because I'm tired of the excuses. I'm tired of I don't have gym clothes. I'm tired of, oh, my hair is not meant for the gym. I'm tired of I don't have time. I have this really bad problem of saying no without like giving excuses. Like if I don't want to do something now, I'm like gonna say I don't want to do it. That's something that I certainly need to work on. And if you're saying no, follow through with a no explanation. That's it, period. Full sentence, period. I feel like a lot of people waste their time, like I said, doom scrolling. That's like one of the most unhealthy things for you to do as a human. All the time you spend doom scrolling, you could be learning how to knit, okay? You could be learning how to crochet, you could be learning how to do hair, you could be learning how to edit. Anything that's able to help you improve. And even I've done that. I've started limiting my screen time or watching shows and stuff like that, because I find myself watching 8 episodes, and I mean 45-minute Grey's Anatomy episodes, until it's freaking like 2 a.m. in the morning. That's not healthy. And recently, in the beginning of this new year, I've started going to sleep early, cutting down that screen time, okay? All that Pinterest, trying to get that aesthetic that you want so bad. That's not the goal of this video here. The goal is to actually make sure the work is actually happening, because as much as you can look good and look put together, clean girl aesthetic, that doesn't matter when you are not accomplishing anything you said you would. All the goals that you set were just empty words, mamas. I hate to admit it, they're just empty words. You're sitting here, just empty words. So let's really reevaluate the things that we're saying and doing, and actually put in time to what actually matters. Okay, just because I can doesn't mean I should, and just because I'm available doesn't mean I actually want to do what you're asking me to do. And like we discussed in the beginning, a no is no. Follow through with the no explanation, okay? That's what I'm gonna start doing. For real. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because this year we're actually showing up. Bye. See you guys next time.